Now it's time to join our colleagues with the news where you are.
Thanks, Nina, and a warm welcome to BBC London. Good afternoon, I'm Thomas Magill. Bosses at TfL say they're increasing the number of checks across the network in a bid to tackle the problem of fare evasion. It costs them £190 million a year. It's now hoped that can be halved by 2030. Our transport correspondent Tom Edwards reports.
On the front line, trying to stop fare evaders at Ealing Broadway, there are plenty getting caught with the wrong or no tickets. This passenger's ticket showed he was travelling on a child fare. When challenged, he objects and eventually runs off. Officers have a hands-off policy, so have to let him go. Others are given fines of £100. This year, these officers have given out £30,000. 9,000 other passengers face prosecution in court, and the officers have heard every type of excuse.
So we tend to hear the common excuses, or we don't have money, or I didn't know, or I thought, why can't travelling be for free? So we tend to hear a range of excuses, to be honest, but we're quite used to it, so we try to explain the reason why everyone should pay for their journey.
Fare evasion means less money for services and investment, and it's a big problem. It's increased since the opening of the Elizabeth line. Fare evasion costs Transport for London £190 million every year. At the moment, about 3.5% of journeys are not paid for. They're trying to get that down to 1.5% by 2030. Data shows which stations are hotspots. TfL have now also employed a team of investigators to target the most prolific fare evaders. They're also increasing checks on board the trains.
We have customers who pay their fare, legitimately pay their fare, and they will end up having to pay more because we'll be losing more revenue on the network. So we want to ensure that revenue is used for public services and to help keep fares at a low level.
TfL admits halving the amount of fare dodging is a huge challenge, but these 500 officers will be trying to catch the offenders and hold them accountable. Tom Edwards, BBC London.
The relatives of a man who died after a stabbing in Catford say he was a pillar of kindness. Sanchini Thompson, who was 27 and had a 4-year-old daughter, was attacked in Rushy Green last Wednesday. Detectives say they're keeping an open mind about the motive. Now, the number of phones stolen in London has almost tripled in the last 4 years, and one of the ways victims are losing them is through pickpocketing. Now, one man has taken matters into his own hands. Diego Galdino is a self-proclaimed pickpocket hunter. He started capturing the pickpocketers on camera, and his posts have now been viewed by millions online. Jessica Ure has been to meet him.
Attention guys, pickpockets!
Diego Galdino is a pickpocket hunter. A delivery driver by day, he knows the streets of London well. He sees what other people miss and has developed a trained eye for pickpockets.
Actually, my instinct, I see it every single day, so I have a filter on my mind. I realize the crimes around the city getting worse day by day.
From back pockets to black markets, phones in London aren't just being snatched. Diego says he sees pickpocketing almost every day. On this particular day, he isn't working alone. They've spotted a potential suspect.
He's smoking with the bag from Asda. Actually, I lost him. He was a guy that we always see around, but we didn't get him in action, so they take the alleys, and they just disappear.
Pickpocket to under arrest! He tries to capture the moment on camera. His videos online have been viewed by millions.
Attention guys, pickpocket! Watch your bag, man! Attention, pickpocket! 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 Watch your bag! Why are you here to stealing? Watch out, you guys, pickpockets!
Pickpockets!
As long as there are pickpockets, Diego says he won't stop putting their faces online.
I pray, give me the opportunity for make the difference in someone's life. But yeah, the community is not feeling safe, that is the problem.
Jessica Yore, BBC London.
And if you've been a victim of phone theft and want to share your story, you can email us at hellobbclondon@bbc.co.uk. Now, thousands of theatre fans descended on London's this weekend for the annual Musical Con event, celebrating the very best of the capital's West End. Launched in 2022, organisers say it has been vital at helping to restore the theatre sector after it was badly impacted during the pandemic. Well, I went along to the ExCeL to meet some of those attending. Celebrating London's vibrant musical theatre scene at the world's largest gathering of its kind, with many here at Musical Con turning up in their favourite character.
I've come as Elphaba from Wicked. I like how everyone today, they're just so kind and everything and just keep on supporting you.
It's somewhere where we can all be, who we are and come and show off.
Yeah, it's like a family. It's so good to just be among people where you don't feel judged.
It's somewhere where all the people who love musicals can come and enjoy, just a big load of musical stuff.
For fans young and old, it was a chance to connect with other like-minded lovies.
I literally step into the ExCeL, not even into Con, but into the ExCeL, and Musical Con is in the building, and I'm just immediately all clapping and everything, and I just light up.
On hand to meet the fans and inject a little bit of stardust into the day was leading man Leighton Williams.
Theatre does not discriminate. It doesn't discriminate on ability or race or anything like that. And to see a collective group of people that have come into one space because they love something is really, really magical.
So why is all this so important to London? Well, last year, over 70 million visitors attended a West End show, generating over £1 billion in ticket sales. And for every £1 spent on tickets, £1.27 was spent in local businesses, shops, restaurants and hotels. So it's absolutely clear to experts that the West End is vital to the wider London economy.
This event is the world's biggest musical theatre fan convention.
Sinead launched Musical Com after the pandemic decimated the arts and says this event is vital to restoring what was lost.
It gave all of the small businesses, the shows, the schools, the academies, a chance to really connect back in with the people that had been waiting for theatre to reopen. London wouldn't be London without the West End.
With a host of new shows in the pipeline, everyone here hopes the West End continues to grow and create more iconic and much-loved characters for generations to come. Thomas Magill, BBC London. And it was a fabulous day, and that takes us very nicely to the weather, Kate, and goodness, it's wet.
Yes, it is a bit of a change from last week. We had that anticyclonic gloom with all that cloud, but it was settled. This week, I'm afraid, not quite the same. Now, you can see in this picture, you might not be able to, but there's puddles on the floor, little bit of blue sky. We have had a few brighter spells, but very short-lived, because then this happens. We've had some very heavy rain, some very sharp showers. You see them feeding in on the southwesterly breeze through this morning, and they will continue this afternoon. So those showery conditions continue through. Like I say, some of those sharp, limited brightness, but you might get the odd glimpse. Temperatures today, mid-teens, around 15 Celsius. Now, as we head into this evening and overnight, still some showers, still quite sharp, but they will slowly start to fade. Much drier. The cloud actually breaks, but because we're going to hang on to the breeze, the air moving around significantly enough to prevent any mist and fog. Minimum between 9 and 11 Celsius. A brighter start tomorrow morning. We've got some sunny spells. We've still got some showers, certainly fewer than today, but there are still some around. Still quite breezy tomorrow as well. Temperatures similar, 15 or 16 Celsius. Now, we have got low pressure in charge. You see this front to the south of us for Wednesday. It's going to push some cloud towards us. Perhaps fewer showers around, but there is a chance of some rain. Quite a bit of uncertainty around the middle part of the week. One thing we do know, though, as we head towards the end of the weekend, it is going to start to feel a lot cooler. Thomas.
Thanks, Kate. And that's you up to date from both of us. There's more on the BBC News app and over on BBC Radio London. Riz will be here at 6:30, but for now, let's go back to Nina for the rest of the BBC News at 1. Have a lovely afternoon. Bye-bye.